former attorney Michael Cohen, former attorney for the president, is splitting with his legal team. MSNBC's legal analyst Danny Cevallos joins me now with more on this. So, Danny, what do we know?
What we're hearing now is that Michael Cohen's attorneys are indeed withdrawing or separating from Michael Cohen. And when this happens, it's important to remember that this could be for a number of different reasons. There are situations where attorneys can voluntarily withdraw. There are situations where they must withdraw under the rules of ethics. It can be for reasons like non-payment. It could be an irretrievable breakdown of communication between client and attorney. It could be a number of different reasons. And of course, another possibility is always that an attorney cannot counsel any future crime. But that's just one of many instances that warrant an attorney's withdrawal from representation.
And one of the theories in this case is that Michael Cohen may, in fact, be changing his strategy in whatever way he thinks is necessary. Is that a possibility as well?
What we're seeing here is a classic example of the federal government's war of economic attrition against defendants. Michael Cohen is, if he does cooperate, he will be like many others before him for at least the first year of the investigation or prosecution claim, I will never cooperate, I will stay strong, and I will go to trial. And after maybe a year or so of draining their economic resources, or even in some cases being incarcerated prior to trial, many defendants, after a time to think about it and to think about their potential exposure at sentencing, eventually end up singing a different tune.
President Trump tweeted several months ago that he doesn't expect Michael Cohen to flip. Who is Michael Cohen? Why is he so significant to the president?
Michael Cohen is significant for a number of reasons, not the least of which is that he was someone who considered himself something of a fixer and very close, was proud of being very close to the president. The theory would be that if someone knows where all the hypothetical bodies are buried, it would be Michael Cohen. So the other concern that someone like Trump should have is that when witnesses cooperate, they are under a tremendous incentive to give the government a story that the government finds useful. Otherwise, the government won't offer them a deal. So the complaint that defense attorneys like me have about the cooperating witness process is that it encourages embellishing the story or even outright lying to agents or U.S. attorneys in order to secure the best deal possible. Because ultimately, many of these cooperating witnesses, they may pledge their loyalty to their friend or someone like Mr. Trump, but ultimately when they think about their wife and their children and federal prison, that feeling changes.
Danny, quickly before I let you go, just to remind folks, President Trump was infuriated after investigators raided the office and residences of Michael Cohen. And one of the things that they are looking at is that alleged payout to porn star Stormy Daniels. Of course, President Trump, the White House have denied that there was ever any type of affair. But this is separate from the Russia investigation, correct?
It is. That's why we see a separate branch, so to speak, of the U.S. attorneys handling the Cohen investigation. Robert Mueller must have believed that whatever he saw that Cohen was involved in was outside the purview of his original mandate. That's why the Southern District of New York, an entity totally separate from the Mueller team, is investigating Michael Cohen now. So we can expect that if he is ever arrested, if he's ever charged with a crime, it will not be directly related to the Russia investigation and what Mueller's team is investigating separately, although Cohen might find himself ensnared in that investigation as well.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.